Hello, everyone. This is Tom, your host for the Hidden Truths channel. It is February 27, 2025. And I want to do a quick video tonight about how the current administration may be upsetting some of its voters that put them into office. Okay? Now, I'm going to start with what we all want to see. The arrests of the criminals on the Epstein list, the PDA list, and whatever other list we got. You know, you always say you're going to make it public. Okay, let's say you make the list public. Does that mean they're going to get arrested? Okay, really? I know if I did something like that, I would be thrown in prison, underneath the prison. But okay, we ain't seeing the walk of shame. And then you want to sit there with Pam Bondi, you want to sit there and say something about the Second Amendment? I mean, anyway, that's just one. No criminals are being held liable for what they've done. That's just for us little people, right? Okay, that's one thing that's really getting under our skin, is not seeing accountability. Okay, and then we got wars not ending, us threatening other countries like Iran. It's a good way to start out diplomacy right away. You know, making jokes about taking over Canada and Mexico and Greenland. All right, I don't remember none of that in the campaign. I remember Make America Great. Not make America bigger with a third world country, a socialist country, and I'm not sure what Greenland is. I'm not too much on Greenland. But, you know, a lot of us are shaking our heads like, what exactly is going on here? I mean, we thought you were for the common guy. That was the McDonald's thing and the garbage truck thing, or was it just a show? I mean, does anybody in the administration have any balls to take on these criminals, these criminal organizations, these people that are hijacked our government, tried killing you, President Trump? Are we going to do anything about this? I mean, we're all sitting here quietly waiting for the orange jumpsuits and the shackles with the charges. Okay, you promised us in 2016 Hillary Clinton, if you got president, would be in prison. Anyway, whatever. It's starting to feel like a toothless, clawless lion again. Whole bunch of talk. Anyway, that's upsetting me. I mean, if we don't live in a land of laws, but we live in a land of who you are instead of what you are. So I guess we're all the little people. Anyway, start arresting them. And then all these with the immigration, okay? Now, you haven't got rid of shit. What you got rid of so far, you've been in what? A little over a month, and you maybe got rid of 1 day's worth of people that came over the border? I mean, you're never going to finish it in 4 years, and you got these governors of these states, mayors of these cities, you know, and congresswomen like AOC and stuff, creating hate and discontent over our federal laws. Instead of threatening to take away their money that's for the American citizen, you know, the American taxpayer, why don't you threaten to throw these morons in prison? Arrest them. You know, then the rest will follow in line. Oh, we'll cooperate, not a problem. But no, that's just for the little people, right? I mean, I hope we didn't pick between the lesser of two evils. Like they said with Hitler. They didn't know if the Nazis were a bad thing with a few good side effects or a good thing with a few bad side effects. What exactly are you? I'm sick of people in D.C. with no balls. Okay, if you're afraid people are going to hate you, I really don't care. I mean, you're President Trump, you're in a job where half the world's going to hate you at any one day. Deal with it. Don't be thin-skinned like this social media platform I'm on, which I must have said something wrong, made the wrong short, or whatever, because they've really shadow banned the crap out of me the last 2 days. But anyway, and that's another thing. Us peak creators on social media, us conservative creators, want some backing. We got on YouTube and busted out your campaign. We want some backing. We want somebody to go up to these social media platforms, all of them, because X has its prejudice too. Okay, there's no prejudice in the First Amendment. There's not allowed to be any prejudice, okay? But we have social media platforms that use prejudice to determine their content, what they're going to push, and, you know, what channels they're going to cancel. Cancel freedom of speech. Cancel the First Amendment. See, this is the stuff that all needs to change. And this is the thing this administration needs to know. The last thing you want is for the liberal Democrats and the conservative Republicans to all both look at you as our enemy. Remember, our enemy is our friend. I mean, what would happen if, God forsake, the liberal Democrats and the conservatives would get together and decide that it's time to take the country back? Now, if you had the old Democrats, we would already got bonded together, and you get somebody leading that. You know, we want our country back. We want the government to stay out of our livestock, taxing us to shit, and let us pursue our happiness and stop giving all our money to foreign countries. We shouldn't be giving any money to any country. How rich would this country be if we stopped giving our money away? We're not the world's piggy bank. We're the world's reserve currency, not the world's piggy bank. God, we went over $1 trillion in debt I think it was October 13th, 1983. And I remember the big fuss that was, how the U.S. is never going to pay it back. Now we're $37 trillion in debt, going higher. Nobody even thinks twice about it. Anyway, we want our country back, the American culture back, the criminals out of this country, the illegals out of this country, and the criminals and the crazies not running this country anymore. Okay, that's another thing. We got a serious case of mental illness going around, whether it's because of the jab, you know, whatever. That needs to be addressed too. You go on YouTube and some of these people, you got to feel sorry for them because they're so whacked out. They don't even know they're embarrassing themselves on YouTube. They think they're normal. And let's not even talk about inflation. All right? The government better start working for the people and get out of the people's lives and downsize. They're talking about this downsizing. I could cut the government by 3/4 tomorrow. Okay? And then Trump relented on Elon Musk's email. Oh, we can't, it's confusing. No balls, Trump. Where's that? You're fired! Anyway, I guess we want to see some action, okay? This flag means something to us, especially as vets. We have a saying, either lead me, follow me, or get the fuck out of my way. And right now it looks like Washington's just in the way of the American people pursuing their happiness. Okay, they've run our country into the ground, made us indebted beyond belief, and they're just doing it every day. Like you say, what's changed? What's changed since January 20th? A bunch of pomp and circumstance, that's it. A bunch of, we can act tough. Okay, I'm sick of this one side against the other side. We're in America. We start acting like Americans again and buying like Americans, we'll get through this crap. And if we got to bond like Americans to get rid of the sickness that's controlling us, so be it. But like I say, I mean, the last thing Donald Trump administration wants to do is upset its supporters to where we're feeling like our voices aren't heard either. Stop giving money to Ukraine. That's not good. Okay. I could make a long video on this, but I'm not going to go on tonight. All the point being that if we feel disenfranchised and the left feels disenfranchised, well, that's not a good situation for the government. Anyway, I want to see some action. You know, that's one thing our founding fathers who first started this government, were first in this government, fought, or, you know, were directly part of the revolution. They were men. Men! Okay? We need some men back. Anyway, I just, you know, the politicians are screwing stuff up. And we need somebody in there that's going to act and give us our country back. But whatever, leave me, follow me, or get the hell out of the way. And that's pretty much the point I'm at now. I just don't understand why I have to follow any laws if criminals don't. Why should I be held? Well, I don't break the law anyway. I'm sitting here being a good guy. I'm kind of a hermit, you know. But don't worry, we'll come mess with me. Anyway, get something done, Trump administration. Get something done. If you can't do it, then I guess the American people will have to do it. Somehow the problem's going to get fixed, and not with executive orders. Okay? You know, do you think I'd follow anybody in combat that's in Congress? Not in your life. I don't respect none of them. Okay? Not one of them's honest. Because if he ever did become honest, he'd all of a sudden be connected with a bullet really quick. So, anyway, yep, if we're both, we get on the same side, you know, whatever. Get something done. I don't want to feel disenfranchised anymore. That was enough out of the last 4 years. I want something to happen. They broke the law, just among other things, the inflation, and fix the problems. Stop spending money we don't have. That'd be the number one thing. Balance the budget. Get rid of the IRS, the Federal Reserve, and put us back on the gold standard. And put everybody else back, and put us back to work. Get rid of the welfare system. We don't need it. We got plenty of jobs. We got a negative employment number. More jobs than people that want to work. Okay? It's going to be tough. It's going to be sacrifices. But I tell you what, I'm ready for it, or I'm ready for a fight. One of the two. Whatever it takes to fix the problem. That's why you're in there, Trump. To make America great again, bring America back to the constitutional republic it was. And give the people their freedom back. Anyway, and then let's go with a lot of things need to go. I'll make another video on that. But like I say, you gonna do something or not? I'm just curious. Or is we just we're gonna release the list. We're gonna threaten to release the list. The list. Like I say, they're not threatening to arrest anybody. They're just threatening to release the list. Anyway. Yeah, I know what kind of list I'm on, though. Don't think the Republicans ain't making a list just like the Democrats have. We need our country back. If they're not going to do it, we'll do it. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. Anyway, everybody have a great night. I'm out.